Over to military only difficulty now, with Oben and a sniper. Oh, do I have a nice strategy for you today. This is going to be exciting. Welcome back to the Gauntlet challenge. It's Latrei with part 4. Getting rid of more medium difficulty challenge parts. It's going quite well so far. Last time we've defeated the Bloons right here with Admiral Brickell and the Buccaneer. They couldn't even get past this little entrance section once we got the Pirate Lord. This time we're going to use Oben to get his nice pierce in the early game, saving us and our sniper from losing early on. And while Oben falls off in the mid and late game, we have our sniper to take care of that. So it's not an issue for us. He will carry the early game and he will carry us to round 60. Their synergy is that they cover each other's weaknesses. It's not that they give each other any buffs or so, like Oben with the druids or so. It just, he pops LEDs, he pops camos, he pops groups, he pops singular targets. They just have a nice synergy going, even though they don't have anything to do with each other, really. So I believe this will be just a nice combo for us to get our victory here. What H-Bomb used for this was Gwen and the Helipilot. Those were also a really nice combo, but more on a buff way of working together, because Gwen's buff really helped out the helicopter with its own weaknesses, instead of really the towers covering each other's strong spots, except for Gwen also having lead popping power, while the helicopter took care of camos. So I guess he had the same idea, mostly, just adding on a buff as well. Great strategies for H-Bombs, challenge solutions for sure. But as long as my stuff works, I don't see a problem with it being slightly less optimized, you know? You don't always need the ultimate strategy when you can have something that's exciting and fun and will actually give you a more interesting outcome. Because the Bloons get a little bit further, but still never to the exit. That's what I'd say would be optimal. Let's give him Bouncing Bullet as soon as possible, because I want to do just a little bit of farming, even though I don't think we need it. Just whenever I have the option to do a bit of farming, I usually always go for the farming. It's very fun for me to get some extra cash generation. That's why chimps for me usually is quite a relaxed way of playing the game. Because then I don't need to worry about my usual farming at all. And I like that. Just not needing to worry about that. So yes, I like farming whenever I can do it. That's why usually Impossible is my favorite game mode. That's the game mode that I can do the most farming in any other game modes. Just don't have enough time to get those big economies rolling. But for chimps it's more of a like clever investment game mode than a optimal cash generation game mode like all the others are for me. I think there are definitely a lot of interesting ways to play the game in Bloons Tower Defense 6, and mixing them up a little bit can give you a refreshing experience each time. This game is very dynamic, and it's one of the things I really love about it, and what I think is giving it such a large community as well, because everyone has a nice game mode for them that's just right for their skill or what they want in their game. You have beginner maps, expert maps, easy modes, difficult modes, and you can swap them all up with whatever combinations you'd like. There's always something right for everyone, and I really appreciate that. Supply drop will be afforded soon. Not gonna get cross puffs because I want to make sure I can afford out the supply drops as soon as possible. Going straight for the cash. For this kind of challenge, It's not really necessary to get cross paths as soon as possible. Often it's just better to wait for the moment you need the cross path instead of locking into the cross path until later realizing it's not quite the right one for the moment. And then you have to sell your tower to switch it up. That's just not worth it for me having to sell because I got the wrong cross path. I'd rather just hold on with my cross paths until I actually need them. That's why last part on the reverse difficulty I rarely got a cross path on my Mucky Buccaneer until I was certain I need what I got. Except for the very end where I got my Pirate Lord Camel cross buff, but that was just because I didn't want to bother with any abilities. He just carried anyway, even without the extra strength buffs. But for here, definitely I think Full Metal Jacket will be better. But let's just watch how the 0-4-0 carries all on himself while giving me some extra cash. Moab being shot down not as quickly because this isn't really the sniper for Moabs. It's still enough to work though, so I don't see a problem. Okay, time for a cross path now. We need it. Wow, he just decimated those ceramics thanks to the cross path. Quite impressed. Sniper's doing a great job. This name here, Scharfschütze, it's pretty much just the word sniper but in German. I like how it perfectly fits the name area here, the nice bracket. It just fits perfectly in here and it sounds pretty cool. I'd much rather have a monkey Scharfschütze than a monkey sniper any time of the day. Very nice. Bouncing Bullet is doing some good job here. Making sure Oben's not getting many pops anymore. Absolutely dominating the pop area. Oben is already falling off a little bit because our sniper is just superior in all ways possible. Poor Oben. Not getting any action here. Let's get Elite Sniper with his nice elite targeting. Faster attack speed, more damage, more bouncing, and extra cash generation. Overall, Elite Sniper is a very dynamic and versatile tower, giving you buffs and bonus stuff. Just so many things in this one cheap upgrade. It's a bit much. I'm not sure if it's a bit too good to have the Elite Sniper upgrade. Giving you more money, more damage, more attack speed and everything. So making himself stronger, making your economy stronger, and making your other sniper stronger with an extra target priority as well. But I won't complain. He's not really ruining the fun of any games for me. And I usually don't use towers that are boringly good anyway. So if I were in a situation where he would dominate everything and I don't need him to, I just don't use him, so I don't really see why that'd be an issue with him. Even though some people really don't like the Elite Sniper, I guess, because they think it's too good. I don't really see the problem with having an overpowered tower, because you can always just win without him if it's too boring for you. Just let the people that need the extra help use the OP-ness. I only see it an issue for like ranked situations where you have to use the OP strategy to win. But if you're playing a bit more casual or with challenges where you can freely choose what to do, then it's not really an issue. It's just preference. And I sure like doing some nice sniping here. Soon I'm going to change him for a different sniper. Let's check prices. Oh, that's quite interesting. Did they reduce the price for the Cripple Moab, or did I not notice it being so low? I thought it was always something with like 50,000. But I can actually afford this guy already. That's amazing. Let's get a nice Moab Crippler in here, because I think that's pretty cool. Look at him just shredding the balloons apart, even though that's like absolutely not his job. And now mobs just get free-shotted and can't move an inch. That's so funny. Look at them just being stunned for like 4 seconds after not being shot anymore. It's so cool. Yeah, Cripple Moab is a great support damage dealer. Quite an interesting niche to have. But he's doing a good job. Definitely not a good all-around tower. But for in the 60s, he's definitely just going to work out simply because of his high price. I like him. Doing a good job. Definitely one of the towers I would always get late game or in boss events for just the extra damage taken to mobs from other attacks. Great tower. Gotta love him. Also quite fun to use just on himself. Even though he's not great on himself. Just because he can do this. That's what I love about him. You can't even see the mobs entering the battlefield. They are just gone. It's so great. And that's how we win. Good job, Sniper. We love you.
Yes, I'm a simp.
Sniper Monkey.